What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem Leonardo basic figure figure by Playmates Toys. I'm really excited to be checking out this figure today. Oh, whoops, actually messed it up. Here's a look at the back of the box, and here's the description for Leonardo. Leonardo, he's the leader. Well, he wants to be. He dreams of leading his brothers to become an unstoppable crime-fighting team. So what if no one takes him seriously? His weapons are the twin katana, and his dream is to be a fearless leader. And here's a look at the rest of the toys. I still haven't seen anything pop up when I searched this up, but maybe that's just to come, because it's barely the release date. And overall, I love this packaging. It's so nice and colorful. It's a lot better in person than my awful little setup, but that's just because I'm a broke high school student. And I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem logo. I love how it's all spray paint, and there's a bunch of graffiti all over this card. It reflects a lot of what we see in the trailer, because it looks like a very sketchbooky kind of movie. And let's take a closer look at this figure inside. So here we are out of the packaging, and so far it looks really nice. I love the green that they used on Leo, and the nice shade of blue, along with this really nice addition that I wish they included with other figures, would be these little baby turtles. They are absolutely adorable. I cannot emphasize that enough, because look at that, it's just little preteen baby Leo, or pre-mutant, actually. They even have little tails like actual oh, I forgot about that. They're hollowed out from the inside, which is really disturbing, actually, in hindsight, because that's, oh man. But yeah, also it's out of focus. Oh my gosh. There you go, you can actually see it now. Yeah, I really love the inclusion of these little guys. They're so cute. And Donnie, all 4 turtles come with one. It'd be really cool if all the villains came with their own little baby versions of themselves, but I can see why they obviously didn't do that, because these are like the main figures that come with the most accessories, because they're the ones people buy most, but yada yada yada. So anyways, here we have Leo, right here, front and center, leader in blue. Does anything it takes to get his ninjas through. I'm gonna punch my fire alarm in the face. Oh shoot, that's hold on a second. Okay, so I just took the battery out of my smoke detector alarm, smoke alarm, whatever it's called, because it wouldn't shut up. It kept getting in the way of my recordings. The other one in the living room, it's still going off, and it's really annoying me, so bear with me, because, I'm just going to keep this here for a little memento of this time. No, I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to throw that away responsibly, because that's what you need to do with batteries. Anyways, like I was going to say, what was I going to say? I forget it. Who cares? I'm going to start over. So one thing I've already noticed right off the bat with this figure is that there's a bit of a quality control issue, or at least for my figure, but this head, it is really loose. Like, I just turned it, but like, it is super loose. I just moved this, and see, it's really loose. So I think this is just a problem with my copy of the figure, but definitely be careful of that, because I'm going to need to put like a piece of cotton in here so it doesn't move around so much, but that's already a big problem for me, and I'm really upset that's going to become a problem in the future, because I mean, just look at it. He won't look straight. He only looks... I'm already really upset about that. But whatever. The show must go on. Anyways, let's take a look at the back. We got the nice big old turtle shell. I love that for this new version, how massive and chunky these shells are. Because actual turtle shells take up most of the turtle's body, so that's a nice little inclusion here. And of course, we got the weapon storage on the back of these nice little new katana blades that are really well done. They're in this nice orangey brownish wood color. That's really well done for these. And there's already been of like warping on my swords, but that's just because I've been messing around with these for a little bit, because I've had these for like a day now. I've been procrastinating reviewing this just because I wanted to play with these figures, because they're so cool and nice, except for that head thing. I really do not like that. And articulation is pretty standard for most figures. These guys are a little bit more lanky, so like they have a lot more free articulation. Also, one thing of note is that they can actually grab their weapons. That is awesome. The fact that this Leonardo can actually grab his weapon, that is really cool. And of course, you got the nice little painted ninja stars on him, which is seen right here on the packaging. Oh man, I'm gonna need to edit that so well. As seen on the promotional material. And here we have the nice little knee pads. Now, I was worried on how these were going to articulate because of the way they're sculpted. I wasn't sure how the knees were going to bend, but turns out, oh, whoops. But turns out they actually bend back pretty well, surprisingly. Now, and of course, the feet have the standard like wrist or not ankle swivel, and that's that. One thing of note is that this particular figure, Donnie works fine, but Leo, he does not kick forward or kick back all that well, and that's a serious problem for me because that's just not good. I still need to get the Pizza Fire van, but that's just not. I can't get him to sit well, then that's gonna be a problem. If I can't get him to sit well, that's gonna be a problem. So I'm worried about that. And of course, the center for here. I really, really love how well these are painted. These are painted really nice. There's not really any like bleeding or missing paint. It's all done really well, except for this little bit thing, this little thing back here. But I can fix that. Well, no, I'm not gonna fix that. But like, it's a non-issue. And oh yeah, this facial expression. I am not a fan of this expression at all. I actually kind of hate it, because I would have preferred had we gotten something like this, like that, but we didn't. We got Angry Boy, Mr. Angry Boy. He's just so angry for no reason. He's not like that at all in the trailer. I would have preferred a worried expression, not whatever this is. This is just weird. But actually, no buts, because this is actually really bad. I don't really like this figure. Well, I like it, but I have my problems with it. But for $10, it's not that bad. Thing of note is that the belt is just one solid piece. There's no like really gap in between these belt pieces. Like there's this little gap here for the illusion that it's two straps, but it's just really just one strap combined here in the shoulder. Like see, the line kind of stops being visible after a bit, and then just continues to a gap here. I don't know why they did that. They could have just made it two, but I don't know. I'm really confused about this line. I'm still not 100% sure. I still need to review the other figures. Now here we are with the weapons tree. I love the weapons tree. It's something they had on the vintage line and the 2012 line, except you couldn't carry those things on this thing, the weapons rack. You couldn't carry the weapons on the rack. You couldn't carry the weapons on the weapons rack, and that was something I was really upset about the 2012 line. But here you actually can. They have the 3 daggers, which look to be reissues of, well, not reissues, but reprints for the 2012 line. So I'm not a fan of that. I always like when they make new pieces, but for this, I can kind of excuse it, but not really. I don't excuse it actually. And here's this little knife. I'm not sure if he'll use that in the movie, but I hope he does, because I also want to include it. Now, one of my favorite bits here is the broken ooze canister. I love that so much. That is such a nice little detail, especially because it comes with a little baby turtle. So you get to play around with your little baby turtle and mutate him into a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. And of course you got the little nice slice, always something nice to be included, and the same ninja star as the one on his belt, which is really nice. I like that. That's great too. Though I would have preferred 2 instead of these things, but to each their own. I'm not gonna complain for more accessories, even though we got 3 of these, but I might just keep this like this, except for maybe the shuriken, the pizza, and the ooze canister, because those are really nice. I'm still not sure. But overall, I give this figure a B-. It's a great toy. It's just for the few of the issues I have with it, such as it not being able to kick forward that well, or the expression, or just my loose head on my figure. I assume that's just my figure, not others, but in case that is, yikes. But I think B- is fair, considering how much. For how much this figure gets right, it has those 3 missteps that just really drag it down, and that's not good. And that's just unfortunate, because I really wanted to give this thing an A+, because Leo is my favorite turtle, but unfortunately I just can't with the loose head, the expression, and the kicking. That's my only problem with this figure. If they fixed all that, this would be a perfect figure. I'd love it, 10 out of 10, but unfortunately not, but oh well. B- is still, I'd take a B-, better than a C, whatever. I feel like there's one figure coming up in this line that I haven't gotten yet that might be a C, and I'm worried about that because I want these all to at least be passing grades. C's a passing, but overall, nice figure. Would I recommend you pick it up? Of course, yeah, because this is the only Leo out right now. Would I wait for a better Leo to come out? No, because they're probably not going to make one. But if they ever do make a Leo figure with a better face sculpt, something more like this, I'll definitely be buying that and putting this on here, because this head's already loose. I'm going to put cotton in here just so it can stay normal, because this is ridiculous. Playmates, take better care of your toys, because this is actually really embarrassing. Like, oh yeah, I didn't even show that he can hold his swords well. But let me see that. But because of how small these hands are, they don't really hold that well like this. You have to like kind of put them wider like this, which is actually pretty fine. And then you got the wrist swivels, so like that also works fine too. But overall, definitely get this guy if you want to have a nice little movie set of the 4 turtles and whichever villain you choose. Me personally, if I had to pick like 5 figures, I get the 4 turtles and Superfly, because that's just what I would like to have, because he's the main villain. And he seems to be maybe strong enough to take on all 4 at once, kind of like Shredder or Krang, but we'll have to see what happens with that when the movie comes out on August 2nd now. But yeah, that wraps up everything for this review. I'm really excited to review more figures, and like, comment, subscribe, because I'm going to be coming up with the next 2. I don't know about every day, or maybe every other day. I'm going to try to get the next one out tomorrow, but if I can, then you'll get it the day after. But I'm going to try and stay on that grind because it's currently summer, and we'll see what happens. Bye.
Bandana over our face, cut out some holes for the eyes. Beneath the streets of New York, in the sewers we hide. You try to see us, but you can't. Like Matt Murdock's eyes, we're just some heroes in a half shell, fighting some crime. It goes red, blue, purple, and orange. You see them colors on the face, man, don't come toward us. Staying under your skin like a splinter, learn from Master Splinter, so we'll always be victorious and come out the winners. And when we're done kicking your ass, eat some pizza for dinner.